Hey guys, and gals, and anybody else wanting to watch my stuff. This is session 4 of the Rambling. It has been a solid month at least. It has been 2 solid months since the last time I made one of these. I try and do these when there's nobody in the house so I can kind of be free with the answer, even though my wife will literally watch them later. So, like, I don't know why I don't have her in the room doing her homework when I do these. I don't know. It's just, I guess it's a little bit liberating to do these things and then get called out later. I can always apologize. So it has been a very proactive 2 months here with our campaign stuff going on. We have a lot of campaigns going on. We finished off Heroes um, Travelers campaign about a month ago. That was a lot of fun. Matt's character Reed is got his inheritance. Travis's and Matt's Kevin's characters are dead. They died in a fire explosion, which I thought was sucked for Travis, but made sense for Kevin's character. And my character made it to Planet Side, and then Reed got here and it's like, all right, get away. And so my guy went to go tell the future plot lines, that type of thing. So that was fun. We're gonna be starting the sci-fi version, kind of like Shadowrun. Uh, Supposed to be next week, but I will be out of state next week. I need to make sure Heroes aware of that. I will not be there next week. We might be able to push it back another week so we can get a little bit better prepared. Because I want to be there for session 0 so I can answer and ask all my questions that I may or may not have. I did get some more Deadpool pops that I've updated my thing on my little Google Drive on what I do and do not have. That's been a lot of fun. It's been actually a lot of fun collecting. I need to make a shelf though so I can kind of stage them out instead of stacking them up. So it's getting kind of bad over there. Oh my god, it's OSHA regulations are gonna fall and kill me. Getting kind of feel like I'm at Timmy Max with that giant wall of comics, and then we're all gonna die. It is what it is. Um, I've had some ideas for my own campaign on Sundays, and should not say it here because there's one or two people that actually from my campaign that do occasionally watch my ramblings just for fun, and they give me shit about it later. Um, I don't think my campaign people in my campaign realize what I'm doing, and they think I'm just being a new DM, which I am. There's no way around this. This is my first time being a DM for a campaign. I've done 2 one-offs and they both ended horribly. So like I am 3 months into this and no one's left. I've actually gained people, so I think that speaks volumes of my ability to have a good time at least from what they understand what's going on, because they haven't asked any questions, but I haven't given them anything to really ask questions for. Like they got their big bad evil guy that they're trying to kill, and that's all they're really doing right now. They're not asking, hey, what's going on here? What's going on there? That type of thing. And I think I'm gonna start introducing the concept that the other religions are not there anymore. Um, and it's funny because like the wish for the campaign I had was everybody assumes diamonds don't work as a main requirement to bring back people for live in D&D. No, what the wish was, the gods no longer exist. So like the weaker lower gods are gone, and the greater gods like Heronius and the other top tier ones, like they have a weaker connection now, and they are not able to interact as well, and they're losing their connection. They're losing their abilities to interact with this plane. And what I'm doing, I'm making a new pantheon with my characters, and I don't think they realize that yet. So like they're super powered, super OP as shit. Like they're level fives going on sixes now, and I do not doubt it that if I played it properly, they could take out level 12, 15, 16 monsters with add-ons and layer effects and possibly win those encounters, not because of lucky dice, but because they're just that overpowered. And it's fun for me. I've enjoyed this, and like if they watch this video and they come back and be like, what the shit? And be like, well, this is out of character, and I don't know why I'm posting this. It's fun for me. It really is. And that way I can run future campaign arcs. Let's see if I can get rid of this glare from that one. Oh, that's what it is. There we go. Um, this is actually the core world I'm going to use for all my future campaigns for D&D. And they're going to have these specific gods. They're going to have these specific things that they can do, that type of thing. So when we do future campaigns, like I've got your pantheon. These are the good gods. These are the bad gods. These are the dick gods. And they don't realize that the big bad evil guy is making his own pantheon because he realizes what's going on. So he set himself up to be the arch bad guy for the bad pantheon. So while these guys are doing all this shit, oh yeah, blah blah blah, fuck that guy, oh no, and then boom, he's got his own pantheon that's gonna compete, and honestly, it's just gonna be pure neutrality like it is with every other god pantheon out there anyway. Can't interact because it might be blah blah blah. It's gonna be fine. I'm gonna have a great time with this. The Necromancer campaign. We're gonna move on to the next one. That's actually going really well. Chris, one of the guys that works at Timmy Max, there's a plug right there. Second plug, actually. He's going to start paying me for those. He's one of the guys that works there. Fun guy. We've gotten him to play a few games. He actually started joining us for 10th edition with the Tyranids. He actually started with the Necromunda campaign because he knew he can get in a little bit easier on that. He's been playing Corpse Grinders, and we've played nothing but Zone Mortalis so far. So he's decimated every game. So he's won everything. And he's really, because he's winning, he's learning how the rules work better. So he can do better jobs on winning, which I think is hilarious. And he's like, "Oh, I'm looking forward to the next campaign." I was like, "I'm not doing the next campaign." He's like, "Well, who is?" I was like, "Well, you are, because you understand the rules." He's like, "Well, I can do that." I was like, "Cool, we'll do one later this fall, and it's on you then." He's like, "All right." And I was like, "Cool, we got the guy working at Tim and Max running the campaign now. I don't have to do it." That's actually fun. I'm gonna get a game in with Will tomorrow before our first game, and let him win. Because I have my leader and 4 Jews is all I have, and that's it. Everybody else is in recovery, and I have 8 people in recovery, and I'm not gonna win a game. So I'm gonna go in, set the game up. I'm gonna pull out. He's gonna win. We'll do our golds. We'll play our actual games for that day. Go from there. Because I think Will has a good chance of actually toppling Chris, and his throne is top dog right now. So that's going to be tomorrow's game plan. I'm going to talk to Will about that tomorrow, see if he's good with it, which we already talked about this. We were going to do that anyway last week, but we didn't get a chance to. That's what's there. We've got the Legion campaign finishing up. We're going to probably do a Legion Day beginning of August, end of July, because Timmy actually got some Legion event boxes. We're going to use those for the day. And we're going to use our list for that right there. I think next week we'll just bump it up to 100-point games. That way we can get some practice with that for the Legion Day. I'm busy this coming up Saturday. Saturday after that I work. Saturday after that I might be free. I had this information written out at one point in time, and I don't know why I didn't keep it, unfortunately, because reasons. 29th of July we'll probably do a Legion tournament day. We'll get one more game in next week, which I won't be there for because I'll be in Arizona, and then one more week game 2 weeks after that, and then that Saturday, oh no, never mind, our last game will be on the 17th. We'll do 100-point games, and then the 29th we'll do the event day. I gotta talk to him and make sure he's clear on that day. If not, we'll have to push it back another 2 weeks to August 12th. Hopefully he is. It's going good. It's a really fun game. We've got some more people that have joined us but have not shown up. Like, they've got full boxes ready to go. They're painted, ready to go. Their free time is kind of hard for them to join us. So like, we've got 5 people right now, 6 people on average for Legion, and if they were to be here, it'd be like 8 or 9 people, which is fun. I mean, we've got a growing community here on the tabletop, and that's the hardest thing right there. Is like, because me and Will spent a year and a half, 2 years at Timmy's, trying to be like, hey, we're here playing. Hey, this is what we're doing. Hey, it was just me and him playing every Monday night, which is fine. I enjoy hanging out with Will. We have a great time every time. It's always fun to have more people in there so we can talk more shit. Because, like, it's our shit talking is going to get, we're going to hit that curve. But you add more people, the curve starts higher. So it's been fun. We've got some new guys joined over the years, and it's a lot more enjoyable because you don't have the same tactics. So you've got multiple people, so multiple tactics and game styles, play styles, so on and so forth. Jacob enjoys his fucking Wookiees at 500 points, and 2 squads of those and a Fluttercraft at 500 is just a dick move, but it's a fluffy list, and that's a dick move is what it is. We should just set stuff on fire. Problem solved. Um, 10th edition dropped for Warhammer 40k. That's been a lot of fun. I've gotten a game in, and I've watched and helped with about 2 or 3 other games. I think I lost by like 4 or 5 points in my game. It was objective based, and Matt Buchanan did win his game. And it plays closer to what we would wanted back in 5th edition, where we don't have to have the troop core choices. We don't have to do this. You don't have to do that. Like if you want to run a full captain's list with lieutenants and HQ choices, have at it. You're not going to do good against like the other player that's playing Khorne Berserkers, and he's got 40 of them and a Karn. Sucks to be you, buddy. Uh, the way they do detachments and HQ attachments to these squads makes more sense now. You can have one attachment to a squad, like you can have a captain attached to a squad. You can have a lieutenant attached. You can have an apothecary attached. You can have a chaplain attached, librarian, Karn attached to one squad of only berserkers. The only thing you can attach to. And it's like, okay, that makes sense, yeah. And there's some ways around it with the Space Marines because they're Space Marines and they cheat. Space Marine captain and a lieutenant, or Space Marine captain and an apothecary. That's it. You can only have max of 2, which I like because like you can actually take the apothecary lieutenant and the captain, and you can like there's combos that luckily they stocked before they even got started by saying you can have 2, and these guys can't be in the same squad. I like that. I've been working on the Leviathan starter set for my buddy Mike. He picked up the store copy about 4 weeks ago, and I'm about done with it because I got it about 3 weeks ago. Painted it similar style to Dark Angels. So Terminators are Deathwing. The Captain's Deathwing Terminator. The Apothecary's in white. The Reaver Sergeant is in green because he's a lieutenant. And I'm doing 3rd Company, so they're green armor. And they don't technically have Stern Guard per se in Dark Angels because they're all wearing Terminator armor. All their veterans in 1st Company wear Terminator armor. But they have veterans for the company, so they would wear the company colors, which will be 3rd Company. So the Stern Guard is actually Company Veteran Squadron. It's literally the same thing. It's just different title. So I've painted them green. I've painted the Pyromancers green. They're all painted up. The Librarians painted up in Terminator armor. I'm down to the Dreadnought, and I don't know if I want to do 3rd Company with that with contrast, or if I just want to do 1st Company with that. Somebody's telling me I can do split armor. I was like, that wouldn't be hard to do. You just tape off what you don't need and go from there, but it's a whole bag of chips if you do that. And then I got to finish up the NIDS for him too. Like I got this pretty much like the big bugs. They're like 5 or 6 guys I got to do. I could honestly pump those out in 2 nights. I'll probably pump them out later this week, Wednesday or Thursday. I want to get a free time. But my own Soul Drinker projects are coming along really well too. I dug out all the 9th edition Indominus stuff, and well, I got rid of a lot of it because I don't need that much stuff. I'm trying to clean house and keep it organized, which you might notice in the behind me where like last week it was worse. I've gotten rid of a lot of things. I've sold off a few things. I've traded for a few things. I've cleaned up a lot more. You probably can't see it here because it was down here in this area, but it's a lot better now. It's not 4 totes high. It's 1 or 2 totes, and we've got some books put out in the building for whenever we get the library wall built up. Which I probably will do sometime here this summer. I just got to build up the other bookcase I've got one bookcase built and put up. I got the wood for another one. I haven't had a chance to really do a whole lot. That's the problem. And I messed up my knee at work, so that's a whole bag of chips. Back to 10th edition. I got some bits from an Etsy store. Oh man, I don't know if you pretty much he's flipping you off, and it's a heavy intercessor sergeant, and I thought that was the cutest thing in the world. I was like, I could see my sergeants doing that. I could definitely see them. I could see them doing that, and that's why I put them on there. So, and then I finished up the Lord Invictus guy for the World Eaters, and then I got done building this guy which is, you know, the executioner from our World Eaters army. And I used the head from the Juggernaut set right there, Lord Victus, and I was talking to my buddy Trace out there in Raleigh, and he's like, yeah, I already did that. And he showed me a picture. I was like, son of a bitch. But I used the chain axe instead of the regular power axe, the cursed axe that they had on the model, because it made more sense as a World Eater character to have chain axes. And I picked up another squad of World Eater Khorne Berserkers. Will put me at 30. And I honestly, I got them for the bits. For the Terminators I have. So I'm going to do Terminators for World Eaters as well too. That way I can put the World Eater heads on the Terminator bodies and really lean into that, because I'm specifically going to have the World Bearers, which I'll probably finish up towards mid-10th. World Eaters is what I'm going to finish now. 10th, I've got the Thousand Suns still sitting over here. I got those back from Jake Day. Great job. 10 out of 10. Just didn't get him back from all of 9th. Because he was going through a lot of stuff, and it's fine. I wasn't playing him anyway. And then I got a buddy that, you know, wants to buy him off me. It's like, I didn't even get to flip and play him, man. That's fine. I hope he has a good time with him. We'll talk more about him paying me that. So it's just sitting there until he comes with this. It's a lot of money. So, but yeah, that's the quick rambling catch up right there. Got any questions, comments, inappropriate gestures, you know, post them below. I'll be happy to give you a hard time on that one. I know I'm going to get a hard time from everybody else in my group here about this one, especially about the Pantheon thing for my own D&D campaign. I really don't know why I posted that. I should go back there and delete it. And then they'll watch this video with that delete and they're like, what are you talking about? Don't worry about it. But now 10th edition is a great. I've had a lot of fun with it. I look forward to more games with 10th edition. I want to try that Combat Patrol. That looks like it'll be fun. Those look like it's about 500-point games. 450, 550, somewhere in that range. But then, you know, the World Eaters are they don't have the books out yet. Okay, they just have free rules for all the models, so everybody starts same page, 10th edition, new stuff. Even that, the World Eaters are competitive, doing what they do: charge, shank, kill, charge, shank, kill. That's all you need to do. And they have the dice abilities built into that right there for 10th edition, which I like. Reminds me a lot of the He Knights of Slaanesh AOS armies. Here's a 6. So you can use this 6 right here to do what you want. Take mortal wounds. Now it's a fun game too. I gotta finish up. I got 14 more heavy intercessors. I'm sorry, 9 more heavy intercessors. I got 5 done. Those are gonna be my Imperial Fist with Tor Garvin for the Last Wall Protocol. I'm gonna do a few squads, Crimson Fist, probably just intercessors and some Hellblasters, and that'll be Crimson Fist, and then my Soul Drinkers, and then I've got some Black Templar stuff too, so it'll be a Last Wall Protocol army. So that way it will help in my Legion ADHD, which are like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. And no, I've got this. And these are armies that I've played in the past, so it kind of helps me like, okay, these are the things I've enjoyed, these are the things I've been having fun with, this is what we're going to do with it now. So when these Pedro Cantor as a Primaris, I'll pick that up too. I think that's about it right there. I don't really have much more after that. I mean, campaign's been going good. The campaigns are going pretty good. I did a really easy one on the Necromunda. It was like, hey, everybody gets 1 main territory. You can, if you get 5 reputation, you get to play for another one. You can have a max of 2 extra ones. So that way, even if you have gotten all 3, you're not miles ahead of everybody. You're still ahead, and you'll always be ahead until they start playing catch up and playing some games. But like, you're not gonna like pull out super far and nobody will play catch up with you. Like, it would just take 1 or 2 good games for Will to make an army that would be able to compete against Chris, and then beat Chris up, and then Chris is on the back foot, and then somebody like me can come up and then beat him up some more, and then he's just reeling, pulling back, and there's a way to stop it, and that's kind of why I built it like I did. I take the main rules and adjusted it as I needed to. That way, it kind of is fairish for everybody. Like we had a newer kid, he was 16, Jacob, I think. Probably wrong. I'm bad with names. Everybody needs name tags for me. He was playing the Ash Wastelands guys. Like they're cool models, but they were not set for Zone Mortalis with snipers, and he lost all 3 games. Like, dude, here's what you're gonna retire that gang, and you're gonna get 1,200 credits and start a new one. He's like, all right, cool. I'm gonna play Pound Times. Like, cops it is. All right, and he's been doing that. We haven't had a game yet because he had some stuff go on, but we'll get a few games in with him so he can get some, and then finish the campaign out probably around August, and that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I got off all day, so I'm gonna play some catch up on assembling and painting models, and go from there. Rambling Season 4, Session 4, ready to go. It'll be loaded up later, and thank you again for taking time to watch this rambling.